Hi, so for my Screencast-O-Matic Tour de Technology project, I'd used the website S'more, and it's basically like online newsletters that you can create, and they can be flyers, newsletters, all that. And I chose the novel that I'm working on making uh for my teaching novel for it's for another class, but I'll teach it in the spring. So, and I chose the Scarlet Pimpernel, and I created this as like a an article for like my students to give to them and show them like an overview of what the book they're about to read is going to be like. But really, you could do so much with this website. Like I actually did use it after doing this project for creating newsletters about like basically back of the book sleeve type things for books to pin in the room so kids could look at like book jackets essentially of books that I've read that were young adult books that I think that they would like. But I figured too it'd be a great way to get kids to do book reports. I don't know uh, how often book reports are even done anymore, but I like book reports and I thought they were fun. And you can do presentations. It's like a Prezi almost. You can print it out. You can create newsletters for your peers. You can create them for your teacher. If you want to do whatever kind of media form you want to do, you could do that. And, but here's what I did. So it's super easy to use because you just click on the spot that you want to edit and it says like title and you can write the title and subtitle and all of that. And then you just click done. You can change. Oh, wait. Oh, I hit done editing, so I can't, hang on. We got to go through the tutorial. So you can change like how it looks. Like you can make it minimal, modern, like depending upon what you want your theme to be. I chose the handwritten book one because it is a book. And then you can write a text overview, which this could honestly be anything you wanted to because it's just a title and an article piece. And that could be as long as you want it to be. You can change the font, you can make it bold, whatever you want to do. So I thought it was really cool. Um, it's the easiest website I think I've ever used to edit these pictures in. You can seriously just go online, drag it to your desktop, and then drag the desktop picture back on. And I wrote about like major parts of the book, like symbols from the book. And Scarlet Pimpernel is originally like the first superhero type of story during the French Revolution. So I want the kids to do a project with it where they can like be creative and make their own superhero and stuff like that. So that's what this essentially is the introduction to. It's the introduction to the novel, and then it's the introduction to what their project's going to be. And here's where I described it. For your project, you'll need to be creating your own superhero, and you can choose any media you like. They could even do it on here, honestly. I think that would be cool. And it's easy to upload everything. It's seriously the easiest website I've ever used. It's so cool. And then at the end, I gave my own little example that's really cheesy of my dog. I made my dog a superhero just because I thought this picture was funny. And it's you can enter your locations and stuff like that, and phone numbers, which I always think is fun to put like a fake phone number down and makes I don't know, just a cheesy thing I like to do. And then you can really easily add things to your flyer too. Like you could continue this throughout the entire novel if you wanted to. So that's what I think is cool about it. So you could use this as like a school account and just say, hey, log into S'more or whatever and scroll down to see what's been added recently. So I could be like, oh, here's the overview and here's my goofy example of what you have to do for tonight. And then, oh, for next week, we're going to add this. Trying to decide which one to add. Text. So now this week you have to do this. And then, just add it and go through each chapter of the book even. I think that would be cool. But I just thought this website was really neat. And you save it as you go. You can change the colors. The only thing I don't like about it is that there's a lot of stuff you'd have to pay for to do. And that temptation is real because it's just fun and easy. And how much more fun would it be if you could have more colors? But I think it's great. I think it's accessible for both students and teachers to use, especially if you're like in the media center one day. It would just make it so much easier to say, just log on to S'more and make your own project. And yeah, I was amazed by this website. I think it's really cool, really easy to use. Um, it's super self-explanatory. Like I feel like I should be giving more instruction or more description on what's going on, but it's just so you really just click, and if you want to edit stuff in between, you can too. And it's the coolest thing I've ever used. So I was happy to grab a s'more